Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Conscious Conversations. I am your host, Hayley Cullen, and today this is a solo episode. This one has been coming for so long, and so many of you out there have been asking me for it. So here we go. It is all around the financial system, where we're headed, what's happening in the world, crypto, finance, stocks, shares, all the things. All the things. And so many of you have been asking me, when are you going to start doing a podcast around the decentralized space, around crypto? Well, here we are. Here we are. Let me just sort out this page and let's jump into it. Okay. So the financial system is actually changing whether you like it or not. People, you cannot have your head in the sand forever. And I understand that, yes, some people's time here on this earth is to stay stuck, to stay in the system, and to not wake up. If you are on the fence or you're tapping in and out, unsure, that means you're here to awaken. That means that you're on your path. So may this be something that helps you get closer to opening your eyes and seeing something bigger, something different in your model of the world. So we're moving from the centralized control to decentralized ownership. My throat is like doing all of these things because I haven't spoken into this. And it's like, yes, this is what needs to come through. Centralized control. The bank's controlling our money. The banks will soon be controlling where you spend your money. There is a thing called central banking digital currencies, CBDCs. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Central banking digital currencies. CBDCs. These are what are going to ruin your life. The bank is going to be in control of your life, of your money, of your finances. And it's going to be at the point where you may have like thousands of dollars in your bank, though when you go to do your weekly shopping, you might be only allowed to spend $200 on red meat, $500 on travel, $300 on clothing, school fees, whatever it is. Once you spend past that, whoop, stop. The bank is going to put a stop to it, and you will not be able to spend any more of your money that you know have sitting in the bank. The bank is going to put a stop to that. They'll be saying you've already spent your $200 worth on red meat this week. You have to buy something else. Sorry, what? Yes, I know it sounds fucking wild, bizarre, crazy, all the things, but this is what's happening, guys. This is what's happening. This is what's coming in with the digital IDs. They're going to know exactly where you are. They're going to know exactly what you're spending your money on. They're going to know what you're looking at, what you're searching up, what all of that kind of thing. So you do not want your money to be controlled by the banks any longer. This is the time where you get to go decentralized. You have control of your money. There are so many different platforms out there where you can be on the Web3 decentralized and have total control over your own money. So the banks aren't going to like it. And this is what's going to happen, right? We have crypto spaces and like different crypto money nodes, NFTs, tokens There's a wide range of things. And if you don't have yours, then you're not in control of it. And let me tell you, there's so many different platforms. There's so many different wallets. Yes, you can get hacked. Make sure you have a hard wallet where your money is being kept and it's physical in your hand on your Trezor, your ledger, whatever it is. There is multiple. Make sure you have one. Man, I just keep going off on I'm going to go off on so many tangents because this stuff is exciting to me. I love it. And I really want to educate people on all the different things. So the bank is not going to be happy when people have their own crypto, and you can go into a car yard and say, I want that car. And the guy goes, okay, sweet. You can buy that car. Do you have Bitcoin? Like whatever crypto it's going to be? Do you have this? Yes, I have Bitcoin. I can pay in Bitcoin. Great. It's this amount of Bitcoin. Bang. Within minutes, you have transferred to his wallet however many Bitcoin it is to purchase that car. No loans, no middleman, no nothing, no bank, just bang within moments. Within moments. And it's happening. It's already happening. It's happening today. I'm paying things with Bitcoin. I'm paying things with crypto. Sorry. I'm using crypto to purchase different things. And in the future, you can now. I'm not saying this is what's happening. Maybe it is. And let me just preface that this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only, that all that kind of stuff. You can have people pay you in Bitcoin or crypto or XRP or like whatever it is. Like crypto is like the whole big name of so many different things, right? So I can be like, hey, yeah, you can jump on a call with me, transfer me, you know, 0.004 Bitcoin or, 300 USD, whatever. Like it gets to be that. It gets to be that from wallet to wallet. There's no bank. There's no tax man. There's nothing in there. Like it's just exchanges from, it's exciting. It's exciting. And I don't think people realize what's actually coming. It's kind of like, when the internet was first coming out, when there was talk about the internet, well, everyone was like, oh no, the internet's going to be so bad. Oh, I can't see that coming into fruition, or I don't see that happening. Look at what's happening now. People are working from anywhere online because internet. So you can either be an early adopter or you can sit and wait until it goes mainstream and not even be half as prepared as what you'll need to be. Can you even open accounts? There's just going to be so many rules and restrictions and things like that. So I feel like you are best to start now today before things do get put in place where they can shut you down or they can stop you from downloading this app or having that app, what have you. So people are stuck in the system. People are currently stuck in the current system, and that's because most people are taught to earn money, go to work and earn money, spend money, and save money. And isn't it funny that it's all just energy? It comes, it goes, it flows. It loves to come in. It loves to go out. It loves to be with you. It loves to be with everyone else. It comes, it goes, it flows. It doesn't want to be stored in a bank account, kept doing nothing. It likes to go here, there, everywhere, right? So money sitting in your bank is actually losing value over time. Money sitting in your bank is actually losing value over time. So are you just putting money into a bank and hoping that some interest will give you a few $100 a year? Like, it's wild to think that there are platforms out there today using AI bots to compound interest for you. There are AI bots out there trading crypto for you. There are AI bots out there doing things for your money, taking the whole emotional connect out of it. When you are day trading or doing things yourself, there's so much emotion involved. Like, oh, it's going up, let's pull it out, or it's going down, let's buy. Like when you're gonna buy, when you're gonna sell, all of that kind of thing. And it comes down to your emotions. And if you're great at like not being driven by your emotions in that, day trading would be fabulous for you to start. However, to take the emotion out of it, AI bots are the freaking go. They are the place to be. They are what trading a lot of and making a lot of money for me at the moment, and I love it, and I could speak more into it. However, that's what you get when you come and do the sovereign wealth strategy call with me. We get to talk about all the different things, right? So isn't it wild how our money can sit in a bank and hardly make any money in interest? However, that's what we're told to do, is to put it in there. Like, we're not actually told to like how to have our money work for us. And yes, there's so many ways to have your money work for you. Right now, I'm just talking about the decentralized space. So what is the decentralized space, you ask? Well, let me tell you, that means that there's no middleman controlling your money. There is no one, no bank that controls it. There's no middleman. So you hold your own assets. This is why it's really important to get a hard wallet. Because yes, you can have money in different crypto wallets and exchanges and things like that. However, if you've got a hard wallet and you store it in there, it is yours. It is yours. So you hold your own assets. It's a peer-to-peer system instead of like the institutions, right? So I don't have to go to a bank and say, can I take out $10,000 to pay old mate over here for doing renovation on my house or whatever, to buy a car or to buy a caravan or whatever it is, whatever it looks like, right? You don't actually have to go get money out from a bank or a loan or anything like that, because you're in control of your own assets. It sits in your hands. So that's what we want. We don't want the bank to be in control. You want total autonomy over your own money, your own assets. So assets are like property, shares, gold, that kind of thing. Crypto is another asset. It's like another category of an asset, right? And people are building wealth in this industry, in this space. It's actually creating so much wealth for so many people, me included, and I'm so glad that I started a couple of years ago when I first saw it. It's so wild, right? Probably a good 10 plus years ago, my cousin was talking to me about Bitcoin back then and how he was putting a couple of $100 into it, whatever. And he was pulling money out all the time. He was like making bank from Bitcoin that long ago. And I haven't even spoken to him for a long time. I wonder if he's still got it. I mean, I speak to him, but not about Bitcoin. So yeah, I wonder if he's still got money in there, because that would be worth so much. And this is what's happening, right? It's becoming more and more talked about and known to people that you get to invest money into it now before it actually does go up again. Right now, like, I'm investing in Bitcoin again because it's so low, knowing that it's going to go up again. When things drop, that's when you buy. It's like the stocks and the shares. When the share market says like things are down, when I jump on mine and I'm like, oh, that's in the red, that's in the red, that's down, that's down. I wonder, like, what, look at the numbers and I'm like, oh, I should put money in right now because it's so low. When it goes up, it's going to make me money. Anyway, I'm sure you know how to do all of that. And if you don't, then the sovereign wealth strategy call is for you. So yes, people are building wealth in this system, and it's not like all about the hype and, the what ifs and the risk and all this blah, blah, blah. It's actually happening, and it's just positioning yourself properly now for what is to come. And there's a platform right now that I am invested in, which is the infrastructure of crypto. So I have shares in Ingenico, Pax. Shopify is going to have it. Amazon is going to have it. And every time someone taps their crypto card and uses Miracle Pay to pay, the Miracle Pay is under the Mediterra banner, and yes, it's going to be released very soon to the public and announced on the NASDAQ, which is super exciting. This is the infrastructure. So even for me, in the future, when I go to tap my card and pay for fuel or food or whatever, and I tap my card and pay with crypto, I'm getting the fees. Not the banks, not the institutions, nothing like that. Everyday people who have invested in it. There is so many different platforms and places that are already in Miracle Pay and have signed up contracts, all the things to be a part of Miracle Pay, so that in the future, when people tap to pay with crypto in all these different places, we get the fees. We get the money. We've got the nodes. We've got the nodes. We own the nodes. We own a part of it. We own a part of the infrastructure. When the gas fees happen, we get the money. I can't say that enough and let that sink in. This is kind of like, let's put it this way. Before, when everything was just cash, right? Everything was cash, money, coins and notes. Right before Visa and MasterCard came out, people that bought shares in those, that's what this is like. Being first before Visa and MasterCard actually came out, getting involved in that before it comes. That's what this is that's what this is like. Getting involved in the infrastructure of crypto transactions is like getting involved in the infrastructure of Visa and MasterCard. That's how I can put it. If you could go back in time and put money into Visa and MasterCard, would you do it? Would you buy shares in that? Fucking oath. Absolutely. Look, everyone has got 2 or 3 of those cards. Everyone is tapping. Everyone taps to like pay for things these days, as if you wouldn't buy into that. So with all of this, crypto and the infrastructure and all these different spaces, the tokens, the nodes, the NFTs, all of that, there is always amazing opportunities and there is always risk. People don't talk about that enough. You only risk what you're willing to lose. Because trust me, I've put in a lot of money into a lot of different platforms and some that just did not even pay out. Some that have like fallen like down, not done what they're expected to do. And though it is still working in the background, just not to the extent as what it was actually first advised to do. And that's okay because when everything does become tokenized, that's when it will come back up. So you only put in what you're willing to lose. That's the risk about it. Not everything in crypto is good. There's so many scammers out there. You need so much education and guidance around it more than any education and guidance ever. This is something that you really get to understand and learn and know because people can hop on and like take money from you. Like they can take money from your wallet. If you are not cautious in everything that you're doing in how you're moving things around, you can get scammed, you can lose money, your wallet can get corrupt. So many things out there happening. So yes, whilst it's happening every day, there are risks and though there are rewards. Absolutely there are. So you have to you actually have to know what you're doing when you're moving or you're transacting or you're purchasing for the first time. And you have to understand your wallets, like the protection on them. This is why a hard wallet is really, really advised for you to have because that protects your crypto. That protects your um your funds, whatever your tokens, your whatever it is. Get educated and know what you're doing. Wallets can get hacked easy. So what we really need for people to do is change their mindset on this, right? When you are stuck in an employee mindset, you're looking for security, certainty, and you're waiting. That gets you nowhere. That gets you absolutely nowhere. Like, I get that people have been conditioned to believe that you put money in the bank, it's safe in there, it's going to make you 2%, 3%, whatever, blah, blah, blah. When you have the investor mindset, you think about your positioning, your responsibility, and your long-term thinking. Don't think you're coming into crypto for a fast win, fast fix, things like that. You still have to build this over time as well. Unless you're day trading. I mean, there's people out there day trading and making a fuck ton of money and also losing a whole heap of money as well. Let me just preface that as well. Day traders, yes, sometimes they can make 10, 20, 30, 100K a day. How much have they lost? It's risky, it's volatile, it's all the things. Though, if you position yourself right and and you're responsible, then you can also win there. So wealth is built through decisions. Wealth is built through decisions on what can help you get there in the future, not just on income. This is how you can have your money work for you by having AI bots trading for you, doing the work. You can have it sitting in Bitcoin. If you had money in Bitcoin 15 something years ago or 10 or however long it's been, and you've still got that money sitting in here today, you would have seen it go up and down and up and down. And right now, I think it's like gone back up to 74,000. You would still have so much money in there. That's a great decision to make back then for like 10 years down the track. And that's what I say to people. If you've got a couple $100, put it in Bitcoin. Have at least something in there. Have at least something in there. So we're still early with this crypto and decentralized space. Like, you're not late. You haven't missed the boat. It's still happening. Like, it's still in the early days. It really is. It really is in the early days. And this is where you get to position yourself for 10, 15 years down the track, especially if you're like my age in your 40s and you want to have money there for retirement. This is a perfect place to start. Perfect place to start. The people who learn how to do this now will be ahead later on. And it's as simple as that. It's asking the questions, it's learning, it's getting knowledgeable on the different like platforms, the different things. Yes, there's different Ponzi schemes and all the different things out there. Be very careful on where you're investing. Make sure you know exactly where you're putting your money, what you're putting it into. But be ready and be prepared for the change, the tokenization, the token world, right? Because that is coming. So don't sit with your head in the sand thinking that it's not. Waiting until it's safe usually means you're going to miss the opportunity. So don't play safe. Only risk what you're willing to lose. So, I mean, I got into this space a couple of years ago now, maybe a bit longer, and because I wanted to exit said system, the, sovereign life is where I'm headed, and I want to be in full control of all of my assets. I don't want to have my money in banks where they could take it from me. It happened to me when I was in Japan. I was over in Japan maybe a couple of years ago now, and I had transferred some money into an exchange to purchase some crypto, and it was the smallest amount too. I think it was like $500 or something. And they shut my bank down. They called me while I was in Japan, and I said, yes, I know what that money is doing. I know where it's going. I did that. It is not a scam. I know exactly what it's for. Nah, they shut my bank down. I had no access to my bank at that time. I didn't have any other money anywhere, no other bank accounts other than ANZ, and they shut me down. So I had no money. I was in Japan. And that's where this whole journey started for me 2 years ago. And I was like, that is it. My money is coming out of banks and I'm putting it where I have full control in different areas, in different platforms, so that I have options, because I am not having my bank close me down again for something that I know that where my money's going and that I did it. It's not a scam. I was doing that. So why are you shutting me out? And it happened to so many people. There's so many people out there, you ask them, and they did the same thing to them. People with businesses that couldn't even pay staff in trades, all of that. People couldn't even pay rent. They were shutting the banks for the longest periods of time, like weeks. It took weeks. So you have to really question that. Like, how can they shut me down when I know exactly where my money's going? And I get that the banks are like, oh, we're just trying to protect you. We're making sure, whatever, mate. If I lose $500, that's on me. And I feel like if you're going to put money into crypto space and then it becomes a scam or what have you, you have no right to go back to the bank and say, hey, this was a scam, give me back, like get my money back or whatever they do, and the bank pays them money. That's not on the bank. That's on you. You transferred the money. That's on you. If you didn't transfer the money, then great. The banks can shut your account and do what you need to do because it was a scam. However, it's on you if you move your money. So that's where I shifted this in my own life. Like I was like, I am not going to get caught up in this again. So I've put money in so many different places. So many different places. Yes, still in the shares in the stock market, all of that, crypto, tokens, nodes, AI bots, all of it. All different decentralized banks. And you get to ask me all the questions when you book in for a sovereign wealth strategy call. So because that's what lights me up when other people actually want to find out more about this and they start asking the questions. Like, come have a strategy call with me and ask me anything. Ask me anything. I'm an open book. I will tell you yes, no, this worked, this didn't. Like, if you're getting into it, ask the questions. Go to someone that actually is in the space and is doing what you want to start doing. There is different ways that people are positioning themselves in this uh, space, and people are building businesses from it. There are strategies behind different ways to build. Um, there's different strategies on where to enter, what to buy, and a lot of them are invite only as well. Like, yes, people have links to get into these things and you can't get into them until someone actually gives you a link to get in. And that's cool. That's fine. Do that. Just know who it is and what you're doing. You know, be really ask the questions. Like, is there a white paper? What, there's different things that you can ask for when someone suggest different cryptos and things like that to you, because mate, there's so many different coins out there. Like there's a Trump coin, the Doge coin, all the different things. So make sure you know what you're going to do, how you're going to enter, what you're going to buy, where you're going to position yourself. That is the number one thing, to make sure you know where you're going and what you're doing, because this is where most people go wrong. They just don't know what they're doing and they put their money into who knows where or who knows what, and then it's gone. So make sure you have a strategy behind it. So if you are curious about this space and you want to get knowledgeable about it, understand more how it works, the lingo, all the things, how to actually start, then reach out to me, ask me your questions. I really am happy to guide you. This stuff makes me so happy. I know people will be on the right path this way, and it just opens you up to so much more and diving down deeper into what's actually coming and what's happening in the world, right? So, yeah, money can be made so many different ways, and it doesn't have to look like money. It can be nodes, tokens, NFTs, all of that. So I'm here to show you what's actually possible and be the support for you if you have questions and you want to learn and all the things. So I hope this has helped in some ways for people that have been curious about crypto and the decentralized space, opening up your own decentralized banks, things like that. It's all possible and it's all here. And it's something that I feel everyone should really start learning and getting knowledgeable around, because you don't want to get caught with the CBDCs coming and the digital IDs and what potentially could happen to your own money. And I'm not here to live in a world of fear or to fearmonger or any of that. I just know that these things are possible. So these are the solutions that I'm going to do. Am I going to sit around and wait and see if these things are going to happen before I take action? Fuck no. Action takers are money makers, my friends. So take action, make money, get your money working for you. Don't save it. Get it moving, get it moving, get it making more. And yeah, have fun while you do this. It's so fun. It's so fun. You get to look at so many different things. When you see the numbers on some of the things that you're going to have a return, the return on investments, it's just so awesome to see, to watch, to have it grow right there in front of your eyes. Yeah. This is some serious wealth making potential for you here in this space. So it is totally up to you if you are wanting to jump into this space and see what kind of wealth that you get to create, not only for yourself, but your family and the generations that follow, because this is generational wealth territory and it can happen like that. It's going to happen like that. So please head on over to my Instagram page at Hayley_Cullen_. Ask me any questions in there if you want to book a wealth strategy call, a sovereign wealth strategy call. It is called. Jump in there, ask me for the link, book a call, come prepared with your questions. Ask me anything. I'm here to help. I'm here to shine a light. I'm here to show you the way of the future. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Like it, give me a thumbs up in the comments, fill me in on what you think, what you feel. And if you've got a different opinion, let it be heard. Don't hold back. If you don't agree, say it. It's totally fine. I like to know what other people are thinking. This is just my model of the world, right? This is just what I think. This is what I feel. This is what I'm doing to position myself better for the future. And if you've got another way that you think that I would be interested in, share it with me. I want to know. I'm all about learning more and getting more knowledgeable around what we can do differently because of what's happening and what's coming. So take care, guys. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you on the next one.